Hello, 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 everybody. Everybody. Yeah, I'm a bad singer. This is Momo Ranks. I want to thank everybody for coming. I really appreciate it. I am ranting or talking about coaching in the NFL. Coaching in the NFL is not the same anymore. Coaching in the NFL today has what? Can we say this? Can we say this? Can we say this? Can we say it? Can we say it? They have help. So coaching today will never be the same. It can never be the same because coaching in the NFL, the defensive line coach, the offensive line coach, etc. You know, running back coach. There's so many positional coaches that the head coach really don't really have to do that. He just get his coaches together. They had a meeting, get the staff together, and tell how this player's doing. How this should we keep on? How he doing with this, with that play where you design this, that, and the third. So coaches today don't have the same impact. I repeat, coaches today, head coaches they are a mouthpiece for the franchise. So I say that to say that there's only a handful of coaches, if that many, that really coach up players. It's your subordinates, your line coach, your defensive back coach, the wide receiver coach, who teaches them different techniques and different ways to get away to do this and do that. So the head coach, like I said, is the mouthpiece. He sit out there and talk. At the game, when the game is over and they winning or they on a winning streak, the coaches, what they get? They get all the praise. It's two people and on any NFL team that they really talk to after a game, and that is depends on if he plays he'll play call OC. You're correct, Mark. But most of the time in the NFL, there are only a handful of players. Momo, what I miss? You didn't miss anything. It's only a handful of coaches that really actually call plays. These are facts. I don't want to get this misconstrued. These are the who they are. Only person, one comes to mind is McVay for the Rams. He's the offensive coordinator, basically. So I say to say this is that I had a really, I had a big debate going this afternoon, early this afternoon that about the coach of the Washington Commanders, and I was like, huh? He wasn't calling plays the first year he was there. He wasn't calling plays the second year. Hey, Mark Combs, Sports High, Momo. Hey, what's up, Chris? He wasn't calling plays. And the second year, last season, it was so bad. They he took the coaching, stopped calling plays 4 games or 2 games left in the season. So head coaches are the mouthpiece. No head coach for the most part, you know, develop players because they are the mouthpiece. And it's sad. I don't I don't know why everybody wants to be a head coach. The head coach is so much work they have to do and so much things they have to contend with. I don't see it. But I had this argument that when Dan Quinn was with the Dallas Cowboys, we all know he was a defensive coordinator. That's no fine. Okay. But when they get a head coaching job, they, for the most part, they want to hire their own. More money and control. Absolutely, Mark. Now you get it. Now you get it. So when I hear people talk about being a head coaching job, they just want to be the CEO of the team. Because for the most part, ain't no head coaches developing players. That goes for the your subordinates. Your offensive line coach, your defensive line coach, your running back coach, your tight end coach. Can I go on and on? Your DB coach. So I don't get it. And then the same token, and I had another this I went back and forth with somebody over the Dallas Cowboys defensive coordinator. I'm trying to figure out this. Why yet they anointing him? And they're anointing every time this is a defensive coordinator, a hot defensive coordinator, they anoint him a genius. He's great. He's this. He's like that. He getting these rave reviews from his ex-players and ex-coaches and ex-teammates that he coached was all around with. Don't get caught up in how somebody talk, how well spoken they are. Hey Jimbo, you not worth me taking a dump on you. My shit's worth more than that. What in the world going on here? Wow. Where'd that come from? Damn, Mark. I don't know where's this coming from. Wow. I'm taking a seat back. You brought me up, Holmes. Don't get sensitive now. Okay, damn. Yeah, okay, go in your corners. Go in your corners, and but anyway. So I just don't see how someone who never called down and he get to pick his own. He get to pick his own players, what kind of players he's going to have. And y'all really believe that all these Cowboys Cowboy content creators do it. Even on my team, we have oh my God, same thing with him. He's going to be good. I don't know shit about him. I don't know what he's going to do and how he's going to do and how he's going to make plays, how he's going to do this, how he's going to establish the schemes. I don't know. It's his. We have to wait and see. The same thing. See, and I think Mark always tells me I never talk about Washington. I do talk about Washington, Mark, but Dallas Cowboy fans cluttered the news, cluttered the media, and they push their agenda out here, acting like y'all are this great team. I'm not hating. I'm just telling you, Momo, did you check out the new uniform reveal for Commanders? Did you? And have a good one. So I did, Jimbo. I did see the new Washington uniforms. I think they cool. This, you know what? Some people are getting overexcited over these new uniforms in Washington. All Washington fans, chilled out. They just got an arrow going through. They're not putting the original helmet up there. They're not changing the name. Yeah, that's all it is. They just, it's just, I like it because we all know that Joe Gibbs didn't have the arrow because he didn't want the arrow. When Joe Gibbs was there, he changed what the team look. I don't think they had the stripes going down the side of the pants when Joe Gibbs was there. I don't believe they did because Joe Gibbs didn't want that. So now YouTuber homes try again. Oh, y'all been hating on each other. New look, all but the stadium. The stadium will be ready officially, supposedly, in 2030. So what? It's 4 years from now. Really, really. So I'm like I said, I believe my Washington football team is going to be better than what people believe they're going to be. I know people think that, oh, Jaden Daniels is too small, skinny, he's a presso, he's a stick boy, but y'all keep forgetting that was last year. It's a new year. I actually like the new uniform. The W on the helmet suck. A spear would have been. They do have a spear in there. They have the spear going by the helmet, by the W. I don't know if you've seen that. That's what they had. I knew they was going to have to get a new uniform because they had to do something different. Philly O'Hare, all Eagles fans boycott the Jabu shit show report. He talks shit about us, but we half the content we can find of the real content. We're gonna do is like M Breezy, JB, the Cowboy, and fan. Also, if you like, hi Mo, hey Chris, hey what's up Jeff, hey Philly, Philly, don't do that, man. Don't do that. If you don't like a content creator, you don't have to come with verbal attacks. I'm not here. I'm not here to defend Ma. I'm not here to ride his jock. What some people think I do. Bring back the old school look and the name. No, no, we're not doing that, Chris. We leave that shit over there. We ain't gonna do that. I'm just saying, Philly, over here. I understand sometimes people don't like a certain individual and it gets on your nerves and he attacks the Philly fans and y'all attack him. This I understand. I understand a lot of people ain't gonna go with this on Mark. Mark ain't your cup of tea. Mark's a die-hard Dak fan. And I understand why I understand some people are just a fan of whoever. And you just can't knock him. Just like you're a fan of your team, you can I really feel that you just don't go to his channel. Don't worry about what he says. Just don't go. It's like watching a TV show that's controversial. You don't have to watch it. I mean, I don't think Mark. I think different strokes for different folks. That's all I say. As much as Mark's attacked us, we're supposed to come back and he cries on. No, no, I'm not asking. No, of course not. You could do whatever you want. I'm saying, why waste energy on that? That's all. That's all I'm saying. Why waste the energy? Cause you making him feel a certain way to attack. He just was just talking about y'all guys. Y'all not around. He missed y'all coming at him. It sounds like to me, but y'all don't have. Just don't worry about. I would. Come on now. I got a troll over here. Come on my channel called Mo Biscuit. He attacks me all the time. I just think sometimes people are sensitive today more than ever. I'm not calling you weak, and I ain't gonna call him weak. I'm just saying sometimes just don't watch his channel. Don't care. Don't whatever he got to say. Don't say it. I know everybody behind a keyboard or a phone, they could do this and they could do that. But yeah, I had my moments when I went after people. I did. Text me, Momo, so I'm sure I have your number right. Okay, okay. Oh, I do that right now. Market texts us too much when he know damn well he need us. Yeah, hey, I want you. I mean, sometimes you I don't know. If I sit down and ask Mark that, and he gonna have his point of view, and you gonna have your point of view. I mean, just don't go on this channel. If you boycott it, but just don't come on my channel and say that. You know what I mean? because I don't know what the conflict is about. And I'm just a small YouTuber. I'm just learning the ropes, learning this, learning that. Oh, okay, they don't. Okay, and it makes me, and then the little people I get, and I don't say anything. You know how that goes. You know how this YouTube go. Hold on, I hold on for a second, guys. Hold for 1 second. 1 second. Chris, Chris, I can't find your number. I can't even find your number. What in the world? Oh, I got it. I got it. Hold a second. Oh, that's right. I got a new number, Chris. I have a new number. That's why. Hold a second. 252. I don't know how I'm going. Chris. Okay. Okay. Let me see, give to somebody to give because some people got my number. Chris. Okay. Okay. Let me read these comments. Market tax is too much. Most people don't like it. That's why you never see him on Cowboys content creators live stream. Yeah, we did Mark. Just check his channel out. He just bitches about why aren't the Eagles fans watching my content anymore. He lost a ton of viewership in his with his troll content. It's a dead channel. Oh wow. So did you like the new informers or no, Momo? I said, oh yeah, I didn't hear you answer. Oh, I did say. I said, yeah, I love that. I love it. I love the new uniforms. I love the stripes be on the side, the red, right, and the no the burgundy and gold because that was missing. I love they went back to that. So the stadium is going to be built, will be finished about 2030. So we'll see. If I'm still, I'm going to go. I know for me, I'm going to that stadium. When the stadium is built, I'm going home to back home because that's where I'm from. I'm from the DC area. I used to live not that far for RFK still. That's awesome, bro. I'm happy for you. So when I go to this draft, if it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. It's be my first draft. We'll see. You gotta have fun and live stream. I'm live streaming. I'm gonna get on Mark's nerves and game time nerves. Chris, I'm calling you now. If you're still on, Chris, I'm calling you now. I just called you, Chris. You just didn't answer. Okay, you got it. Okay, that's what's up. That's my new number. So lock it in. All the Eagles fans, check out Diamond Crew if you want real good views on the Eagles. So Philly O'Head, are you? I don't know if you're a member of mine. So now, are you a member of my station? Well, much as Fort Holmes try to clown you, why would you want to go to the drive with this clown? Here's the thing: Mark jokes with me a lot on live. Behind closed doors, it's not like that. It's all see, we gotta realize YouTube is all about entertaining for the masses. It's all joke. I don't take somebody a joke because I could take a joke, take it serious. Now when Mark crosses the line, I call him out. And I have called him out several times. So we could go back and forth on this, but that's what I do. I mean, I understand that some people might not think he's bullying me, but he really isn't bullying me. I'm a grown man. I give Momo a ton of shit, but he's a great guy, crazy, funny, and original. Yeah, I mean, I I try to be. So Philly O'Head, if you follow me, that's fine. Or you sub up, that's fine. But if you haven't, please sub up. I like your input and some more. I was just talking about these head coaches in NFL who don't develop players. They don't. They really don't, because most of them comes from their offensive coordinators or defensive coordinator, and now they don't even call the plays for their team. Honestly, hey, I get that. I get that. I get that. I get that. What you said. Hey, Chris, lock my number in there, man. I just try to text you again. I still no more. I would might might learn something. I might learn something. Yeah, I mean, I look. I'm a message. I be, I'm an information hound. So somebody could teach me something that I don't know. I don't care how old I am. Somebody always could teach me something. Some people feel like you get no young person can't teach them this and like that. I I beg to differ, but that's just me. I understand people don't like it's hard. People can't stand Mark. I understand. The hate Mark gets is out of this world. I don't know about you, but if somebody filmed your house and put information about where you live and your phone number and did all this shit to your wife, to your kids, and to your family, and try to disrupt your means of living, you not say Cal, I'm not saying Eagles fans did, but a certain individual did, and I feel that his pain. So how the shit he said about he just that's just Cowboys and Eagles. I don't like the Cowboys. I don't like not. I don't like I don't even like the Cowboys. I get the Cowboys shit on this channel because they trying to be something they're not. It really is. I don't co-sign. I try to keep it a buck with everybody. I ain't like some of these Cowboy fans or these Cowboy women fans complain about the Eagles and they want y'all to go down. But you have to admit, y'all struggling at this point, and y'all keep. Be honest with you, you can't keep going to Howie, the GM, like he's going to give you out of this. He has made many mistakes, and y'all don't even talk about the mistakes he makes. He makes crazy amount of mistakes, but y'all still say he's this good GM. All GMs who are very good at what they do makes mistakes. Then all of a sudden they can't. Nobody's taking their phone calls anymore. Howie absolutely makes mistakes. Well, what I'm saying to you, Jimbo, is that I hear a lot of a lot of Eagle fans act like he don't make no mistakes, or he does make mistakes that they minimal at best. So I look at. Hold on for a second. Somebody just texted me. Okay. So yeah, I mean, I understand everything. I understand why y'all believe that one like that, but I believe my Washington football team is going to have a good year. Hmm. I just believe that. I believe that wholeheartedly. He's far from perfect. He probably a Hall of Fame GM when it's all said and done. But he's definitely drafted plenty of busts. Yes, yes, I agree. It was a GM for the Washington Redskins at the time when that was called the Washington Redskins. It was Bobby Buffett on Joe Gibbs. He was going. He had all this talent. He was getting all these name players. He was hitting the jackpot after this, after that, after this. And he was winning, and he was all these players he was getting. So then after Joe Gibbs or whatever, he left, right, and he went to San Diego. He didn't have that magic wand anymore to for players. That's what Howie is going to end up doing because he's not going to always hit the jackpot. Okay, I mean he's on the road right now. I agree, but let me ask y'all a question. You have a head coach. Isn't his specialty offense? Isn't his specialty offense? Right? Why don't he? I mean, I ask people this all the time. So his specialty is offense. It's not defense. Why don't he call the plays on the offense side of the ball? Because most coaches wants power and control. Again, head coaches want power and control. They not here to coach up because they don't. They have the subordinates to do that. So that's why the subject in hand is that head coaches don't, for the most part, don't develop players. It's your offensive coordinator, maybe your line coach, maybe your running back coach, or your DB coach, or somebody under the DB telling them what to do. Momo, you going to Monday Night Raw in Greensboro? It's in May, I think. My cousin is a huge wrestling fan. No, I won't. I won't be there. I won't be there. I won't be there. The tickets are outrageous, and I am a big wrestling fan. And I seen this a year ago what WWE is doing, and it's sad. If we really being honest here about wrestling, Momo, watch how it reload once again. Good draft picks. I hear you. Oh, okay, that's close to you. I was wondering. No, um, what's Greensboro? That's like 4, 5 hours away. It's 4 or 5 hours away. What wrestling for me, I still watch it, and I still watch it, and I still enjoy it. But I would say AEW, WWE, TNA, especially AEW and WWE, they still the shows are boring. There's no storylines for the most part, especially in AEW. People think they're wrestling like that. What's good about AEW is they shows. They'll put on the wrestlers, put on the show. They'll go all out. But they local TV shows are horrible. They boring and horrible. WWE has been horrible ever since WWE got on Netflix. I think it's the worst decision I think they're gonna ever regret. Um, I'll have to say Stone Cold because I liked the Stone Cold gimmick about your boss at that time and you arguing with your boss and you want to fight your boss and he putting you through the ringer. That every person who ever lived and worked on the job under somebody who tower over them and tell them what they can do, what they can do, and try to change you to something you're not. I think everybody could deal and understand that. I think people could understand that because that was a thing with Vince. And you know, I think TKO right now they will lose their mind, and people don't realize. And TKO they own UFC. In the UFC, the fighters don't make a lot of money. The UFC ratings and people watching the UFC fights are down below. They charge too much tickets. It's too much money for going to go to a Raw show, a house show, a SmackDown show. Triple A that they own right now is a better show. NXT, it's kind of a better show. Evolve is okay. So I mean, I'm looking forward to the draft. I'm gonna be riding with Mark, giving him hell in the car, and the guys we gonna have Mark and his son and these two other guys, and they're gonna hear my wrath. They gonna understand me. And they might be listening. Y'all get ready. Y'all buckle up because I'm gonna give y'all hell. That 4 hour ride is gonna be hell. I'm gonna be talking my shit, talking down to you, the sorry ass cowboy. I know it's gonna have one guy. He's a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. I'm gonna give him some shit. Y'all waiting on an old ass quarterback who playing games with you. Let's move on. Let's move the f on. I'm going to have some fun for these 3 or 4 days. I'm up there. I should just go mostly NFL, basketball, hockey, and World Cup soccer. I use one. Yeah, I mean, I'm not. World Cup is coming this year, and I don't know. I will watch it, and I always say about the World Cup, not the best. I don't think the best team wins the World Cup. I don't think so. I never thought so. I love watching hockey because hockey's an interesting sport. Baseball rules has changed since now it's more enjoyable for me to watch baseball. Andre, Jesse Ventura, Sting, Hall, Undertaker, they all were this. Oh yeah. They was Chris. It was fun. It was damn fun. It was fun. I enjoy all of that because that's when yeah I'm excited. The South African World Cup when it was on ESPN the first year you you got me hooked. Oh yeah. I mean I still don't understand why it hasn't hit America and the craze like it's around the world. And the sad part about the NBA is not the number two sport in America next to NFL. We all know NFL is number one now, baseball is number two, and basketball is number three. And you can blame the commissioner because he catered to these players and he collared them and they got control like crazy. I remember when I mean, what's his name? Jeff George. When he won, he had 2 years, 3 years on his contract, and he got out of his damn contract. I want to go to another team. That's when players got control, and you can't have players just saying, "I got 3 years left of my contract. I don't want to play with you. Trade me." It's ridiculous, and that's what and everybody get turned off by that. It's crazy, Momo. Like 85 to 90% of superstars in the NBA are European now. I know. A bunch of millions going to the draft. That Prescott Slurpee. What you talking about? Philly? You talking about me? I ain't nobody's flunky, bro. If you that's what you're referring to, I'm not that guy. Philly, are you a member of my channel, or would you like just sub up? And you hear me here on time. I mean, so I was just on the Next Sports Lounge, and they're gonna be up there for a little bit because they stay on. They go on 4 or 5 hours. I don't want to sit in nobody's chair, so nobody think for that long. I could do mine, do an hour and a half, but not no 4.5 hours, 5. I see they'll go 7 hours one time. Oh, no way. Where I stand and be on the panel and be on somebody's channel for 7 hours, 6 hours. That's a little too much for me. Okay, Jimbo. Jim, come on, Philly. Philly, are you a member of my station, of my channel? I would love for you to be one. But I understand some people I ain't everybody's cup of tea because I talk my shit. I talk about the ego, I talk about everything. I had a thing where I was talking about what was I talking? I was talking about Crocs. I was talking about people who go to Walmart dressed bummy with or with pajamas on and bonnets and like that, and being all ghetto, walking around like that, and smelling. It's just bad. And I always grew up and say, hey, once you walk out that door, you represent me. Dress to impress when you walk out there. Look nice when you walk out that door. That's how I was raised. But now this new generation, even older generation, people my age and older, they wear slides and sliding and go in Walmart. I'm like, what kind of ghetto? Oh, eek, not magnifique, just eek. Woo! That turns my stomach up. It turns my stomach. I don't understand why people. Oh, yeah. Momo going go to draft in a leisure suit. Nah, at least you don't have to change your poster. Actually, I think the face mask is yellow. Oh yeah. I'm gonna have to get a new poster in the back for the new one. What up, Mo? Oh, Vinny, you over here? What's up, Vinny? You got bored of the next sports lounge? Okay, I appreciate that. I mean, tell all your Philly fans going here. Now, I do talk about the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm fine, and I say in a joking way. I do, but I'm not. I don't take this stuff personal because people get on me. You got, Leo gets on me saying I don't know anything, and it's all good. I mean, I don't care what people think of me because you have your opinion, I have my opinion, you got your life, I got my life, and nothing in this world can move me other than my wife. That's the only thing. And I mean, I think it's hilarious. Some people are just silly like that. Some people kind of like that. Dallas Cowboy fans are very delusional. Washington fans can be very delusional. When we won that magical season, I never seen so many Washington fans and Washington ex-Washington Redskins fans jump out the woodwork. They was in hiding. They was in. They was and that was like a hermit. Like they was gone for the winter like a bear, and they came out like you know what, and they was praising. We went to the NFC Championship. You couldn't tell them anything. And I was like, hold up, hold up, hold up, push back. Remember, we got beat down with them before. We not going. It's not going to be just this easy. I didn't expect Washington to win that game. I was just happy we made it that far. And all these Washington fans, yeah, I'm gonna call you out. All the Washington content creators, they was all out here bragging how much we gonna beat the Eagles when the Eagles ain't got nothing on us. Our defense didn't know. Okay, okay. I appreciate that. Appreciate that, Philly. Tell your friends, all come here. I appreciate that. Are you a member of the Next Sports Lounge? Did you subscribe to them? Hold on for a second. Let me get out of here. Oh yeah, I know y'all was because y'all know that we was easy prey. Jimbo said, "I'm happy. I was so happy you guys beat the shit out of the Giants. That team was legit. Yeah, I know it was easy pickings for us because you know our defense couldn't stop the run, couldn't stop the pass. I was concerned in that game, the Detroit game, they was gonna come back and beat us. Jaden Daniels made some great plays and did some great things. And that's the problem with people thinking that we could get the same Jaden Daniels for last year. That wasn't him. That wasn't him because if you look at the offensive coordinator, he always does this where he goes. He does the same plays over and over and over and over and over and over again. He had Jaden Daniels doing quarterbacks draws, doing inside to the outside. He didn't put his strength. His strength is what? Pocket passing. He's a pocket passer. And they did not, and he screwed them over. And I blame Dan Quinn also because if y'all would have been here with me and seen me, I was up there saying, hey, get rid of Dan Quinn. Fire his ass. Fire the offensive coordinator. Y'all get my man hurt, especially when he left him in the game and it was the game was over with. We was losing by a wide margin, and you put him in the game out there in the game, save his ass for the next game. Buckle that chin strap or buckle it down and have him sit on the bench and let him just sit. But I don't know whose decision was that. I don't know if it was the owner or just dumbass Dan Quinn. Then he gets hurt. I thought that was a fireable offense. Yeah, I mean, I don't think they would have fired him per se. We could say I'm quite sure he had a talking to. Just like when the Eagles game it was play Washington that year, and Hurts was the backup, and he started the last game, and Washington needed that game to go to the playoffs. Your ex head coach, he set Jalen down because Jalen was playing well in that game. Jaden Hurst was playing very well in that game, and he sat him down. You can see Jaden Hurst on the sideline. It's not fair. It's not fair. It's not fair. If I was in his shoes, I would have felt the same way because it was a chance that we was going to lose that game and not get in the playoffs. Because that game, Washington had to win that game to get in the playoff. So, like I said, coaches today, for the most part, don't really coach anymore. No head coach is coaching up a player or developing players. They have a staff that does that, and so that's the sad part. For me, the head coach is just a mouthpiece. For me, the head coach is the person who's scheduled, do this, what the practice is going to be the way, and all this other stuff they do. They not in the business of coaching, so to speak, and developing players at all. Yeah, that was bad. I surprised you didn't lose it. Okay, I thought somebody you had typed something else. So I just wanted to thank everybody. Hey, somebody said they subbed up. I don't see any. I don't see him saying. Maybe did I lose more people? Hold on a second, guys. So with the new uniforms and the new stadium and the new attitude for the Washington football team and the fan base excited for the next season and excited for Jaden Daniels. There's one person I would stop talking about the Washington Commanders, and that's just Robert Griffin III. Not that dumbass nickname, because I'm not a fan of Robin Givens. I mean, well, I say Robin Givens. He might as well. He act like one. Well, I'm not gonna get into that, but I was not a fan of his. Never will be a fan of his. When we drafted him, we didn't need him. He had world class speed. The problem world class speed he I don't think he was ever a football player. I think he was a mostly he ran like a track athlete. But when you about to tackle him straight forward, he didn't have the ability to avoid tackles. I just didn't like him. I didn't I just thought when you don't have the ability to slide or get down, you lose it for me. And how much he destroyed that locker room for the Washington football team the following year, I just couldn't stand it. Roger was legit if he stayed healthy. No, he would have never stayed healthy because he couldn't avoid tackles. He has great speed. He was crazy fast, but he didn't have the ability to get away from tacklers or get away from people. Somebody come him straight here like that, he couldn't make a move to avoid the tackle. He couldn't. He didn't have that lateral quickness. He couldn't go right fast, couldn't go left. He was a straight down the line guy. Yeah, he was terrible at that. And 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 he believed his own hype. He believed his own hype because the owner of the Washington football team, Daniel Snyder, was a joke. He That's Robert Griffin was hanging out in his suite, going to his house, going on yachts and trips with him and his wife. That's why it was times where the offensive line didn't even block for this fool. So I was never a fan of Kirk Cousins. I was okay with Kirk Cousins. My only problem is that Kirk Cousins padded his stats all the time, just like Dak Prescott does. Dak Prescott is the biggest stat stuffer there is. Make yourself look good and you getting your ass blown out, and then you throw 2 touchdowns and your stat line is 317 yards and you got 3 touchdowns and you ran for 32 yards. That's stat stuffing. That's stat stuffing. That's what Kirk Cousins did for the Washington football team. Stat stuffing at its finest, and I didn't care for him. You're getting your butt kicked. The stats look good, like it was a close game or it was a competitive game. No, it wasn't. It wasn't. So I just want to came on here and to say that I got not too much else to say. Unless y'all have something you want to say or say something to me, it doesn't matter. Yeah. So what's going on? So y'all got nothing else to say? I'm going about to get out of here then. I appreciate everybody coming in here. Y'all have a good one. Yeah, thank you, Jimbo. Appreciate you.